Kitchen, because our next guest is a frequent judge on the Food Network and owner of Carrara Pastries. Did I say that all right?
Carrara.
I'm happy to say that.
Good.
And today he's here to make us his delicious bread-crusted scallops with crispy pancetta and mushrooms. Welcome back to our home, Chef Damiano Carrara. Welcome back, Chef.
Thank you.
So excited to have you.
Thank you very much.
I hope you had a lovely holiday. This is perfect for New Year's Eve tonight or New Year's Day even.
Especially if you want to cook it and don't worry about burning it.
That's right.
You know?
And also, it's very impressive.
Is it?
It is very impressive
Yes.
making seared scallops
It
like
is
this.
impressive.
And I know that this is a dish that is not only perfect for New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, but it's something that's very nostalgic to you. You grew up eating this.
I grew up eating fresh scallop. They're a little bit smaller in Italy, though, I gotta say. You know, they're not gigantic like this, but I've been eating scallops since I'm a kid, you know, from my small town of Lucca on the beach side. We used to have
Lucca, I've been to,
Lucca.
it's gorgeous.
Yeah, nice. Huh? And then if you go to the beach, there is a beautiful restaurant, many restaurants, but one of them that my father used to take me, and they were making fresh scallops. So
That they probably just caught in the sea that day and pulled up and just made.
this big.
Beautiful. I know, yeah, everything's bigger in America.
Should we get going?
Let's get going. I know it starts with breadcrumbs that are made with stale bread. So if I don't have stale bread, what do I do?
If you don't have stale bread, you are screwed. Oh, yeah. I'm joking.
So if I don't have stale bread, what do I do?
Well, you take some fresh bread, you put it in the oven, you become super hard, and then when it's really hard, then you put it in a blender.
Food processor?
Yeah, or a
Okay.
blender, whatever. You blend it up and you crunch it up like this.
Okay, there
so
you
you have
go.
the bread, you add some fresh herbs to it.
Okay, any
which could
kind?
be any kind. Usually I use a little bit of sage, not too much because it's very strong. A tiny bit of thyme, fresh thyme, not thyme like the thyme like the herb, right? And a tiny bit of rosemary. Mix them up, and then all you do this.
No salt and pepper?
No salt and pepper.
Okay.
You crush this up like this,
Okay.
one side and another. You heat up your pan, extra virgin
important.
olive oil, and that's it.
And I know it's important also, before you put the breadcrumbs on, to make sure your scallops are very dry.
So yeah, all you do, you rinse them first, so you get rid of all the slimy part that it has sometimes, you know, and the dirt.
Yeah.
And then all you do is this.
And how long
How many do
they
you want me to do?
do as many as you want? Keep going, Chef. And
Three,
how long do
is
they
good,
stay
right?
in the pan?
About 4 minutes, 5 minutes on each side. We put a little bit of fresh salt.
So you salt them in the pan,
Yeah,
okay.
you can.
No, when you buy, or I've always been scared of buying scallops, so I buy
Why?
them frozen, which they're probably not as good. But is there anything you ask for specifically?
Scallops.
Just
Fresh
scallops. Okay.
Well, the
Fair
difference
enough.
between bay scallops and sea scallops.
What?
Bay scallops and sea scallops. The bay
Yeah,
ones are really
this-
small, the sea ones are very big, like
You
this one.
see,
The
right?
ocean, yes.
Yeah.
The sea in Italy, it's a little smaller. But anyway,
Yeah, that's true. He's very right.
let them go.
How
in
long
the
you
s-
said?
About 4 minutes on each side.
Okay,
Then-
depending on the size probably, huh?
Yeah, this will probably take about 5 minutes or 6.
Okay.
You want to make sure that they're nice and creamy on the inside, but you don't want them to be raw. If they're translucent inside, so they're very shiny, chances are that they're raw.
Yeah,
So
but you know
those that look correct, see they're white all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how they have to be, you know?
It can be very dangerous though, because it can go from translucent to eraser in like 10 seconds.
Eraser.
Like
Hard.
eraser.
I know.
Yeah.
Rubber.
Rubber.
Oh,
Rubbery.
yeah,
Yeah,
of course,
there you go.
rubbery. No, of course. So on the side, we also make some chanterelle mushroom. The beauty about the chanterelle mushroom, I used to go.
That's what that is.
I used to go with my grandpa in the mountain and pick the fresh chanterelle, which in Italian are called galletti. Like galletti, it's a little chicken.
Beautiful.
I don't know why they call it that. Even though it's easy, you know, take garlic, crush it, put it in the pan, extra virgin olive oil, a little bit of fresh thyme, the herb again.
Okay.
Let it go a little bit, low heat. Throw the mushroom, salt and pepper.
But you
Drink champagne, let that go, let this go, and then you make your sauce. A little bit of butter.
You made the chanterelle in the same pan that you cooked the pancetta, right?
Correct, which is over here. I already made it and dried it out and let it on the side so we can use it for plating.
And it's important to make the chanterelles in there because they sook up all the flavor from the
Instead
pancetta.
of using too much olive oil, you're using the flavor of the pancetta.
The bacon.
Better yet will be guanciale. Guanciale, the chick, right? Guanciale, very fatty,
Right.
beautiful. But unfortunately, in this country, it's hard to see and to find it.
Right.
You know,
okay.
we use it also for ribollita. Last time I was
Yes,
here, I made
that was delicious.
farinata.
That was
So this
delicious.
soup.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Oh boy, let's turn that down.
No, it's this one, yeah.
Okay, so now we make our beautiful sauce.
All I do, I melted down the butter until it bubbles.
Okay.
A little bit of lemon juice.
Nice.
Okay, and we do a little lemon and caper sauce.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh my God, this is so
We add
good.
some salt to it.
Oh, sorry. You want
Yes.
pepper too?
No, you don't need to. And then to emulsify this, what do? You add a tiny little bit of water.
Oh.
Right? So water, little whisk. You whisk it up like this. So you incorporate a fresh hair.
Okay.
So by incorporating hair inside of it, your sauce becomes a little thicker. Instead of adding cream, which many Americans do, they add the cream to their butter to make the sauce.
Right.
You add a tiny bit of water
And
to
it
your
fluffs
butter.
it up.
And see, it makes it fluffy and it changes.
Wow.
Wow.
It's like a science project.
I mean,
Yeah.
This
It's
is
simple.
surprisingly, I was going to say, surprisingly simple and easy,
But it's super impressive
but
when
it's
you see it.
so good.
Little tiny bit of capers.
By the
and
way,
then
that sauce I could put on anything.
now this is so good. It's light, but so
Glad.
tasty. So much flavors in there.
Now let's plate.
So we put a little bit of fresh chanterelle mushroom.
Oh, I like how you're doing it all around the plate like that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do it like this.
We're all just gonna
Do you
watch
do it
you
in
in
threes
silence.
too?
Well,
I
we're
like
gonna
how
play
you-
3 of them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I like
three is
that.
good.
Chefs like to plate in threes.
3 or 4.
They do. Can I distract you while you're plating? I want to ask you a question about your
Go ahead.
Carrara pastries, which are known all over the world. Tell us about your new locations.
I just
How did I do
opened-
with the pronunciation, by the way?
Oh, you did great.
Not as good as me though.
Surprise!
Not as well as
That's you're
me.
doing good, guys. I mean, you're getting there, right?
Tell us about the new locations that
We just opened in October 6th a new store in Moore Park, and now we're opening in Santa Clarita.
Oh, good.
Nice.
We might gonna go crazy and also open another store in Pasadena.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Good.
We're working on different things. The new store serves, it's now 500 square feet in Moore Park. We serve gelato, pastry, cakes,
Wow.
coffee,
Good for you.
food, a little bit of everything.
Wow.
It's amazing.
So it's-
And this is amazing, too. It's all amazing.
Yes.
Well
That-
done, Debbie. You're not going to want to miss out on this. I'm just
I mean,
telling you
is
right
this
now.
not the perfect meal for New Year's Eve?
Absolutely perfect.
You could go to the market
Enjoy
right now, get
this,
these,
then
and
you
make
can
them tonight.
Count down
Ready?
the whole
Come
thing,
on.
Chef. Thank you so
Come on,
much for
Damiano.
being here. Absolutely delicious.
Absolutely
Debbie, you
delicious.
dig in.
Hope
And
you
everyone
enjoyed
at
it.
home,
I loved
if
it.
you're wondering how to make this, just head over to hallmarkchannel.com. All the information is there.